I mean, do you cover like mental health strategies, like, or like being open about things which can go wrong, and like how you can actually help fix those things? I mean, because the thing which, I mean, we haven't put this episode out yet, I don't think, or will be out when this comes out. Where we found a study that was done by Stanford University, and they talked about Zoom fatigue, where people are feeling exhausted, and we think, oh, you're at home all day, but they've actually done a study and they found that people staring at GVC, like video call comment, actually is tiring people out mentally and exhausting them. So we're almost building up this debt, mental health debt, which is going to eventually implode because everyone's going through it at the same time. I mean, is that sort of things that you're covering specifically, and are you thinking of strategies of how to help people do that and how you cope?
You know, Zoom fatigue is a great idea for our next episode.
we can send you the Stanford thing, because they had 4 bullet points of things which affect, and then the strategies you can do. And we found it really interesting because it's almost like it's an excuse. Oh, I feel tired, but there's an actual genuine symptom, and there's genuine things which we found was like relatable.
Yeah, I think that we haven't yet focused enough or as much as we set out to on mental health topics. We had some episodes. We had an episode on burnout where we invited a designer friend who actually experienced it recently, and he's the founder of UX Bytes, which is another cool Instagram profile. And then he quit completely Instagram, and for a year nobody heard of him, and it was really like very drastic. And so we talked about burnout. We talked about things like that. We didn't necessarily cover all the topics around mental health, or probably not even the most important themes, because we started with what the audience was most excited about. And usually people want to talk about the process, design systems, UX titles, how to transition, stuff like that. So we started with the low-hanging fruits in terms of topics, and now we hope to refine and have more elaborate or well,
we'll hold you to it. We would love to do like an episode dedicated to that, because I don't think there's enough coverage on mental health just in careers in general, but mental health for designers as well. So that's brilliant. Check out Honest UX Talks. Each episode's it's really well done. I think the fact that it feels exactly like you're sitting at a table with friends that are giving like really good career advice. So I can't endorse that enough. But I just wanted to say a huge thank you for joining. You're one of our early guests. We're still ironing out Design Huddle, but this was such an awesome rundown. We talked everything from your career growth, how you grew on Instagram, your new bootcamp academy coming out called Mento, and just like work-life balance in general, and how it's starting a podcast. So there's plenty more we can dive into on future episodes, but where can everyone find you? Where do you recommend, if people have follow-up questions for you, where do you want them to reach out?
I think the easiest way to find me is with UX Goodies on Instagram, but that's also where my inbox is super loaded, and I am a mess with replying back to people. So I apologize to everyone who's listening and maybe send me a message that I didn't yet reply to. Also, LinkedIn is a place where I have less messages in my inbox, so there are more chances that we get to actually talk. And pretty much that's it. I'm also on Clubhouse recently, so
nice.
I was pretty active in I also have more than 10,000 followers on Clubhouse, which again, I don't understand how this happens. So I wish I would tell people, hey, here's my manual for building an audience, but then probably it was due to Instagram, so it was Instagram
that's great.
informing
We'll make sure that everyone is able to find you. Good luck sorting through that inbox on Instagram. That seems like that's a tall task. But thanks, everyone, for tuning into this episode of Design Huddle. And feel free to follow along on social, subscribe, and we will catch you on the next episode. Peace.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you. Thanks for inviting me. It was a great conversation.
Yeah, that was great.